Buenas noches, Diego. El resultado es positivo, sin embargo a los jugadores se les ha notado positivas para el Atlético de Madrid.
Bueno, yo creo que el equipo hizo un gran esfuerzo, intentó, atacó todo el tiempo. El primer tiempo tuvo dos situaciones bastante claras, la de David y la de Raúl.
Hola, mister. Buenas noches. Gemma Santos en directo para la cadena COPE en tiempo de juego. Quería preguntarle, uno, si le da rabia no haber aprovechado este pinchazo del Barça, si usted se siente rabioso, y segundo...
La primera, yo digo que a uno le da fastidio cuando no da todo en consecuencia de lo que el partido pide. Nada para decirle a los jugadores.
Hola, mister. Edu Pidal de la cadena SER. Acaba de confirmar la Liga que el próximo Barça-Atleti se juega el sábado a las 6 de la tarde.
Sí, sé que no es fácil ganar. Sí, sé que cuando uno se acerca al momento de finalizar una liga aparecen estas situaciones y para mí es normal. Jugué casi 20 años, así que entiendo absolutamente todo lo que está sucediendo y ojalá que, como siempre digo, en este momento el que logra como futbolista alejarse un poco de todo lo exterior que habrá en la semana, final en Lisboa con el Real Madrid, orgulloso del Atlético de Madrid.
Well, first of all, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the incredibly warm welcome. Apologies for no Spanish. My Spanish is absolutely terrible. Hopefully my English will do for now. And today we're going to be answering a couple of questions. And let's take the first one now. Honestly, it hasn't quite sunk in yet. This is one of the biggest clubs in the world. I've been at Arsenal, which is obviously one of the bigger clubs as well. I've been at Watford as well, which was an incredible time. But to be here in Spain, managing such a prestigious club, I'm extremely excited and privileged as well. I'm extremely grateful to Simeone for recommending me, and also for the board for actually getting me here. Very, very excited to get started. And it's a bit unreal, really. I'm sure it'll sink in over the next few weeks, but I'm eager to get started. I want to get into the first game. But yeah, extremely excited. Well, as I'm sure everyone's aware, Simeone has done some amazing things at this club. It's going to be difficult for me to follow in his footsteps, but I will do the best I can in all competitions. I think we've got to be focusing on the league and the Champions League. I think the league is going to be really, really competitive this season. And my target, and the board agrees, is to finish in that top three. Make sure that we're up there with the best teams. You know, you've got Barcelona, Real Madrid, Sevilla, teams like that are going to be doing very well this season, I'm sure. So my personal target is, of course, top three. I want to be getting as close to the top as possible. And, of course, the Champions League is a competition that I would absolutely love to win for the first time with this club. So whether or not that's going to be something we can achieve in the first season or even the second season, but I'll be going for it. Well, I think Atletico Madrid have kind of got a bit of a reputation of being very good defensively, very solid, very difficult to break down, and I don't want to lose that. However, I do want to bring in a slightly more attacking play style. I think I would like to switch up the formation maybe. The 4-4-2, trusted, tested, it's a good formation, but maybe I'm going to be going with something similar to what Chelsea are doing in the Premier League. I think the 3-4-3 has potential to really unlock a lot more attacking play and a lot more goals. So whether or not I will stick with that new formation or just revert to the 4-4-2, which has been so good for Atletico over the years, we will soon find out. But there's one thing I want everyone to understand, and that is I want to make Atletico Madrid an attacking force. We've got some incredible talent up front and obviously at the back as well and in midfield. But I want to score as many goals as possible whilst also being solid at the back and not conceding too many goals. But I want to score goals. Yes, I knew this question would come. I'm not prepared to talk about transfers today. I think that would be for a different press conference maybe. But the club that I've inherited, the team that I've got from Simeone, as you know, is absolutely fantastic. I would love to bring in new players, of course. Every team does. So if a player becomes available and he fits the team, then of course we will take a look into that. But for now, I'm not going to be talking about transfer targets. Look, as I've already said, I'm not really interested in talking about transfers today. I've spoken to all the players individually, including Griezmann. He is one of the best players in the world. There's no doubt about it. He's going to be attracting interest every single season, but the reports that you're seeing are simply not true. And most of the time in the media, these kind of things are not fact. I'll be talking to Griezmann again soon. We've got some training to do with the squad. So at the moment, we're not listening to any offers for any players, and Griezmann is certainly no different. Yes, that's a very good question. Of course, any manager at any club is going to want to invest in future players. But of course, you need to balance it. We've already got a lot of talented young players in the club already, and I don't want to push them out of the squad by bringing in new players. We need to make sure that we're developing the young players and making sure they get game time. But of course, we will always be on the lookout for young players that can take this club to the next level in the future, as some of the players are getting older. So yes, of course, the answer is yes, but right now I'm focusing on the squad I've got. Yes, of course. I mean, it's going to be tough. I watched those games. I thought they were pretty unlucky at times. I think they came up against some fantastic teams in great form, but that's the Champions League for you. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. It's going to be a real challenge. But with the squad we've got here, I think we can make it to the final and maybe go one step further this season, maybe go on to win it. That's my target, of course. I want to do well in all competitions, but the Champions League is probably the toughest of them all. So we'll see where we are when it comes to May. Look, I have great respect for Barcelona, Real Madrid, but of course they're going to be our rivals this season. We need to make sure that we're competitive, and when we come up against them, home or away, that we try our best to overcome them. And it's going to be difficult. I think Barcelona and Madrid have fantastic squads. They've got great managers, and I'm sure they're going to be right at the very top of their game this season. It's just up to me and the club and the team to turn up on the day and make sure we play to the best of our ability. And hopefully, come the end of May, as well as with the Champions League, we're in a good position to potentially win the league. We'll see how we get on. But guys, thank you very much for the questions. I really appreciate the warm welcome, as I said. We've got a pre-season tournament coming up soon, so I'm going to be working with the squad closely, making sure that we're ready for that. And of course, the new season starts soon, and I will talk to you again in the near future. It's official, guys. I am now the manager of Atletico Madrid. Simeone has moved on. He's gone to Inter Milan, and now I have taken over at one of the best and biggest clubs in the world. And I'm so excited for this career mode. I've been working on new features, new things that will be appearing in the series. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's going to be completely different to any career mode I've done before. We're going to be doing multiple press conferences. We're going to be doing fan conferences as well, so you guys are going to get your questions in. I'm going to be including other YouTubers. There's going to be lots of things going on, and yeah, I cannot wait to get into it. So what we're going to do first of all is go through the objectives. Let's see what the club want me to achieve. So youth development is medium. They want me to sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with a potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position. It's a little bit complicated, that. Grow 1 youth academy player or players by at least 10 overall points. Play them in 5 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming in as a substitute. So that should be relatively easy. Brand exposure is critical. We've got 3 critical objectives here. So short term, gain 150 million euros earnings from shirt sales in 1 season. Long term is earn 360 million euros through media earnings. Financials low, so within 2 seasons, it's a long-term objective. Increase the club worth of your club by 15%. Domestic, they want me to finish in the top 3 or top 4 for a Champions Cup place, and they want me to reach the semi-final of the Spanish Cup. Long-term, within 2 seasons of La Liga Santander, win the league title. And then continental success is to reach the Champions League final, which of course is one of my personal objectives. So I've got to win the league within 2 seasons and reach the final of the Champions League this season. What do you reckon, guys? Can we do it? This is the default squad. I'm actually really happy with the squad we've got. I don't think we're going to need to do too much if we were to stick with this 4-4-2 formation. But as you may have heard in the press conference, I'm looking to potentially switch this up to a 3-4-3. But let's go through the squad. We've got Oblak in goal. We've got a really strong back 4 with only, I would say, 1 young player though, which is of course Jimenez. But we've got Juanfran, Godin and Felipe Luis at the back. Now they're getting on a little bit. Felipe Luis is what, 32? No, he's 30. Okay, he's not as old as I thought. Godin is 30. I think Juanfran's 32 if I can get to him. He's 31. Okay, so we've got at least a season or two left with these guys. We've got Saul, who probably should be playing in the middle, so my idea would be to potentially bring in a new right-sided player. We've got the captain, Gabby, and by the way, Saul will be one of the stars of the show. He really will. Koke and Carrasco. Carrasco recently getting an update up to 84 rated. At 22 years old, he is unbelievably good. We then got Griezmann, of course, up top, hoping to keep hold of him. We will see how that story unfolds. And we have Gameiro as well up top, the two French strikers. Now, on the bench, we've got Savic, Versalka. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. We've got Aparte, Thomas there. We've got Thiago, Gaitan, Correa, and Torres. We've got a few players that are getting on a bit. Thiago's retiring at the end of this season. Torres, of course, is 32. And then on the bench, or on the reserves, I should say, it's not looking too great. We've got a couple of good players there. We've got Moreira and Moya, decent goalkeepers. We've got Hernandez, who is one of the better young centre-backs in the game. We do have Fernandez, we do have Cherchi, but otherwise, it's not looking too great. So if we do make changes, it's more likely going to be squad players than anything. And guys, we have a huge transfer budget, 84 million euros to spend, with 407,000 per week as well on wages. That means we can really bring in some fantastic players from around the world. I've already got a couple of ideas, but that will be in the next video, which is going to be a transfer targets video and the pre-season tournament, which I should explain now. I believe we're going to Argentina, and I can show you guys the group we're in. It is the Champions Trophy. We've got Racing Club, we've got Nacional and Spurs. We've got Tottenham in the group with us, so we should be able to get through there in first or second, I would say, probably in first place. And obviously we'll win some extra money if we were to win the pre-season tournament. But that, guys, is the end of episode 1. Like I said, it's going to be different to any other career mode I've done before. Every episode is going to be slightly different. Like I said, the next episode is going to be another press conference about signings, players that I'm looking to sell. And of course, the pre-season tournament will get underway. So thank you for watching. If you're as excited as me for this career mode, please do drop a thumbs up. Let's beat out the haters who didn't want to see Atletico Madrid. It's going to be a really good fun series, and I will see you tomorrow for episode 2.